For this hustle, Jess has placed an advert in the local paper for a car at a bargain price to draw in a mark.
Hello.
Hi, I'm phoning up about the advert for the car.
You know what the best thing to do if you want to come down and have a look at it?
Okay, great, yeah.
That'd probably be the best thing.
Of course, our hustlers have no intention of selling a car. They're only after the money.
The scam relies on front. The mark has to believe we are who we say we are.
There are three important elements to this scam. The mark has to have a reason to bring his money. He then has to give us that money. Then he has to let us walk away.
Leaving the mark home alone. Alex, Jess and Paul have found an ideal property they know will be empty for the afternoon, and they know how to gain entry to a house.
Right. Key. Remember, keep the phone off the hook. Right. See you in a minute. See when you got the cash.
Alex and Paul make themselves scarce, while Jess gets on with rigging the spy cameras to record today's hit. The mark arrives. Jess calls up the boys so they can eavesdrop on her progress.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Tracy.
He gets down to business and checks out the car for sale.
It's a bit messy. We're going to, if you want us to give us a little hoover before, then...
He seems happy enough and goes ahead with the purchase.
I had so much trouble getting here anyway.
It's important that Jess gets him inside the house to complete the transaction. But he doesn't realise that Alex and Paul are listening to everything that's said and are about to turn up posing as policemen.
He's about
It's all right, don't worry. I'll just put the account now.
Any other warning?
Jess takes the mark's money and goes to put it away in the drawer. But in reality, she pockets it.
You sure you don't want a drink or something?
The offer of a drink is the cue for the boys to ring the doorbell.
Hang on, it's 2 seconds. That might be them just now.
Tracy Rutherford.
Yeah?
I'm D.I. Steele. This is D.S. Mosley. We've got a search warrant for these premises.
I think you've got the
Let
wrong
my
house.
colleague through.
Anybody else here, Tracy?
As Jess lets the boys in, she passes the money to Alex, leaving Paul to intimidate the mark.
I'm D.S. Mosley. We're here to search these premises for stolen goods. What's your name?
You've got the wrong house!
Failed to mention it.
Alex
my
makes sure the
God.
mark can see that Jess has been arrested for having a stolen car, which he's just paid thousands of pounds for in cash.
Well, when Johnny gets back...
Do you have any ID?
Right, get the car.
Their part over, Alex slips out of character as Jess slips out of the handcuffs. Alex checks the ill-gotten gains.
You came to pick up a car. Do you know it's illegal to buy anything that you know or suspect to be stolen?
Believing Paul to be a real policeman, the mark is frightened that he too will be arrested and complies with Paul's instructions.
All right, I'll check your story. If everything checks out, it'll be fine. Put your hands on the table. If you move, I'll arrest you. Do you understand? Stay there. Don't move.
The team drive away confident the mark will stay put. The mark is now home alone, and the minutes begin to tick by. After 10 minutes, the mark still hasn't moved. He is totally convinced by the team's play acting. Nearly 20 minutes have elapsed since the team drove off, and the mark's curiosity gets the better of him and he goes to investigate. His face says it all. The truth slowly dawns on him. The car's gone, and so has his money. He came to buy a car. He gave the money to a friendly Jess, who was arrested as a car thief, and he was told to stay put by a police detective. Nothing is as it seems, apart from him being down thousands of pounds, courtesy of the real hustle. It's time for the Mark to find out what's really happened.
So I'm shaking, I'm still shaking, I can't believe this. She just made me feel comfortable, and I sat down, I thought I was really relaxed. And the next thing I knew, doorbell rang, and 5-0. It's scary though, it's very scary, and I mean, if it can happen to somebody in real life, then I don't want to be that person again, definitely not.
If this guy was really being conned, things would get a lot worse, because the first thing we'd do as we drove away is we'd call the police. Remember, this guy's alone in someone else's house without their permission. Who's going to believe his story about 3 hustlers in a car?
Also remember, if you find yourself in an unusual situation and you do get confronted by the police, don't be afraid to check who they are. Ask them for a telephone number where you can call and find out if they are who they say they are. If they're genuine, they should let you do that. Not like us.
Be careful of who you listen to, and remember, if something seems too good to be true, then it probably is.
We all know that feeling of shock and panic when something of value is stolen. In this con, the hustler uses that feeling to manipulate the Mark into doing something they wouldn't ordinarily do.
Alex, Jess and Paul arrive at the service entrance of a large London shopping arcade. They make their way to the cafe area on the second floor, a suitable hunting ground for our team. They split up to take up their positions for today's scam, the bag and pin snatch. Alex and Jess are pretending to be tourists whilst keeping an eye out for a suitable victim. They have chosen this woman, and it's her handbag that's the target. The bag is going to be snatched, but that's only half the plan. The stakes are much higher, as you will soon see. Alex and Jess wait for an opportunity to make their move, while Paul watches proceedings from the back of the cafe. This is their chance. The woman's friend leaves the table, and the Mark is now alone and vulnerable.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I come too. But when will I see you? No? When I come back?
Does your number work here even though...
Yeah, no. Hang on, we take one photo. Okay? 1 second. Excuse me. Can you take a photo? 1 second.
Alex and Jess distract the Mark and maneuver her into turning her back on her handbag.
Like this.
There's Paul. He's going in for the steal.
I have to put it on here. 1 second. I think he's like this. Okay.
Thank you.
Instead of doing a runner, Paul takes a seat near the Mark's table. Alex and Jess have their photo, but the Mark turns back to realise her bag is gone. Out of sight of the Mark, Alex has to get somewhere fast.
Yeah, I've got to go to the van.
The Mark is distressed.
You okay?
Someone stole my handbag. Did you see anyone here?
Paul talks to her, but she doesn't suspect that her handbag is less than 2 meters away in Paul's briefcase. This is the big hit. The team are going to try and fool the mark into giving them her card pin as well as her personal details.
Excuse me, do you have anything valuable in it? Do you have like bank cards or anything?
Cards, my phone, my
What bank are you with?
Barclays.
I work for Barclays.
You do?
Yeah, let's cancel your bank cards. Have a seat. Don't worry, have a seat.
Did you not see anyone come here?
No, there was somebody walking through, but hold on.
See someone here?
Hold on.
Alex wants to sound like he's in a call centre and not in the cab of a van, so he plays in a sound effects CD of office noise.
All right, look, that's the bank call centre there. Speak to them. Cancel your cards, okay?
Hello?
My bag has been stolen and I have all everything in my bag.
I'm very sorry to hear about that, but I can certainly assist you with this call.
Yeah, please.
Do you know your account number and sort code?
I think it's... yeah, my sort code is...
With the help of the sound effects, Alex has convinced the mark that he is a bank call centre operator, and she dutifully gives him her bank details.
Okay. Now I need your full name and your postcode, please.
It's Michelle and it's...
She still has no idea it was Paul who took her handbag, and is hiding it in his case on the next table.
Okay. Now, I've got the card details here. It doesn't look like anyone's tried to use it, so it's a good job you called us straight away. Now, the last thing I need from you in order to cancel your card is your 4-digit PIN number. Now, I can't take this off you myself because we're not allowed to take PIN numbers, so I'm going to have to put you through to the automated service. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Alex now plays back a message from Jess recorded earlier.
After the tone, please enter your 4-digit PIN number, followed by the hash key.
Alex records the tones, which could easily be decoded later to reveal the PIN.
Your card has now been cancelled. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
The mark is grateful to the Good Samaritan.
All right, yeah, all right.
But Paul's walking away with her handbag. Worse still, she thinks her account is now safe, whereas in reality, the real hustlers have done enough to completely empty her finances. It started as a distraction robbery. It developed into a card pin and identity theft. A potentially devastating combination for the victim. It's time to put her out of her misery and let her know how bad it could have been.
Oh, thank you. I stole your bag.
I pretty much carry my whole life in my handbag anyway. My cards and, oh man, everything. So the person on the phone, that's just a whole scam. Everything's a scam. Then they're just gonna get all my details then, aren't they? And just, then they can do whatever they want. Oh, well, thank goodness it's only you this time. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm still all shaky.
There's two very important elements that make this con work so well. First, when we get the mark to take a photo of myself and Jess, she's concentrating on us. She's not looking at her bag, and that gives Paul a perfect opportunity for a clean steal. Second, when she makes the phone call, everything is as it should be. There's office noises in the background, there's phones ringing, there is nothing to arouse her suspicion. And without thinking, in panic, she gives all her information straight to us.
Always try and keep your wits about you. And if something doesn't seem right, then ask questions. But what you must always remember is that the only person that knows your PIN number is you. The bank don't know it and they shouldn't ask for it. So if they do, then you should be immediately suspicious.
We meet people who've lost their handbags every day. And the effect on them is devastating. They lose their phones, they lose their address books, house keys, car keys, cash, cards. All these things have got to be replaced, and they have to basically reorganise their life.
This may not be Hollywood, but the stakes are the same. This is the valet steal. Alex is hanging around this patrolled car park. He seems to be on official business as he measures up the surrounding area. But he is actually keeping a covert eye on this man. the car park attendant. Alex isn't going to rob him. He is after his customers and their cars. Alex's waiting game pays off. The attendant walks off on a break. Once he is out of sight, Alex slips past the gates. Alex's fluorescent jacket, security ID and clipboard now make him look like a real parking attendant. But will that be enough to convince a customer? There is no sign of a mark, but at least there is no sign of the real attendant. But every second spent waiting for a mark increases the risk of being caught. It's a mark. This is Alex's chance. Can he persuade the driver to hand over the keys to his pride and joy?
How long are you going to be, mate?
About maybe 2 hours.
Maybe 2 hours?
Yeah,
OK, just leave the keys in here. What's your reg number?
Helen is there, Helen.
Do you want it washed and valeted? We're doing a £10 deal. You're all right. You're good. I'm just going to put it up at the top there.
Okay then.
All right? Yeah, I got it for you.
I'll leave everything there, yeah?
Yeah, just leave everything here. It's fine. OK, cheers, mate. Oh, excellent. Sat nav.
This customer seems very suspicious of Alex. Even though Alex has got the keys, it's not going all his own way. The mark really isn't happy.
Yeah, fine. Just put it back in.
All Alex wants to do is drive away, and all the car's owner wants is to see his precious car parked up safely. It's no good. The real attendant could be back any minute. Alex has to get rid of the mark, so he pretends to park up. It works, and the mark leaves. Alex gives the mark enough time to get out of sight before taking the car for a spin. The mark returns to claim his beautiful car and is met by the real attendant and some very bad news.
I just come in as only out.
You just come in?
Yeah, 5 minutes ago.
You need our ticket?
Sorry?
You need our ticket? That's not our ticket. Our ticket's these.
Oh, who is this?
I have no idea.
Huh?
I don't know.
Who is this? I just gave this to somebody here.
Oh, it's just me.
Man, else.
He's not taking this well.
Huh? You just tell me to give him the keys and...
We don't take people's keys off them.
Oh, you need my car.
No way.
Else, man. Oh,
The mark's world is crashing about his ears, but it's worse than he thinks.
Right, so basically what we have here, tons of house keys. The guy just left them in the car. You can see a little ring mark on his window screen, and I believe, bingo, sucker, and of course, sat nav. Now, what a lot of people do, to turn this on, is they store their home address. Now you've got to consider what I have here. Okay, we're at Southwark Bridge Road, so navigate to, there's a button here called Home. If I hit that, I've just now got his home address. I'm in his car, I've got his keys, I know he's not in. You do the math.
So, what does the mark make of valet parking, real hustle style?
he just tell me, leave the car here and you can... I said, can I trust you? He said, okay, leave the car here and he'll park it for me. That's why I make me trust him with the green coat and everything. So obviously I was so stupid. That was a big shock.
With his car and household safe, it's a happy ending for this driver, but it could have been a nightmare. So, how can you protect yourself against a valet steal?
Remember, if you ever have to leave your keys in your car, make sure your house keys are not left with them. If you have a portable satellite navigation system, take it with you. If it's built in, then make sure your home address is not stored under the button that says home. If a hustler has all three, then it's too easy.
This next scam has been happening all over Europe, and it takes advantage of a common flaw in car security.
The team are heading for a rendezvous at a carefully selected location. They're getting into position around this traffic light control crossroads. Paul manoeuvres the van to allow a quick getaway. Jess is posing as a cheeky charity fundraiser. She'll wash your windscreen for a donation. Alex will go one further and clean you out for nothing in a scam known as boot popping. The team know the timing of the lights and that they hold on red long enough for them to do their work. Jess waits on the traffic island for a mark to come to her. Alex watches from the side. Paul keeps the engine running. He's parked the van facing up the road, whilst prospective marks will be travelling down the road. This improves his chances of a clean getaway. This scam relies on being able to completely distract the victim. A cheeky top and cheerful chatter will hide Jess's darker motive of distracting the mark, so Alex can do his work undetected. A car arrives and is trapped by a red stoplight. Jess launches into her act on the captive mark.
Hi, I'm collecting for the local church charity, so I'm just going to clean your windscreen for you because it's a little bit dirty, but don't worry, it won't be too long. So any donations that you have will be much appreciated. Anything from like £1 or £2 or anything.
As Jess crosses to the driver's window, Alex takes his cue to go in. The mark hasn't seen what Alex is up to. He trawls for any valuables. Alex has got lucky. There is a suitcase and a handbag. The driver still hasn't noticed that she's being robbed. The bags are loaded and it's time to go. The lights change and Jess waves a friendly goodbye to the victim that she has helped to rob. The driver hasn't got a clue as to what has just happened back at the lights. This robbery is sadly all too common. We catch up with the driver, and before we give her back her stolen luggage, we get her side of the boot-popping heist.
I lost my bag. I had my overnight bag in as well, like my little pulley suitcase. The only person I've seen between now and then was the charity girl cleaning my window. Unless she had an accomplice.
Car crime makes up over 20% of all recorded crime in the UK each year. So how can the motorists protect themselves from this particular type of theft?
Even when you're driving, try to be security conscious. Never leave any valuables on show in your car. And remember that if your doors are unlocked, the likelihood is that your boot is unlocked too. So if you have the options to change the settings in the car, make sure you do so and lock your boot.
We're about to uncover a craze that's got many a tourist reaching for their wallets. They're cheap and easy to produce, but the final product is really quite magical. You'll find them on a street corner near you. These are dancing dolls.
If you've ever seen dolls like this on the street, you probably wondered how they worked. If you've ever bought them, you know exactly how they work.
Alex sets up first. It doesn't take long before the dolls are strutting their stuff and attracting passers-by.
Yeah, you want one? I'll do 2 for a £5. 2 for £5. Yeah.
Alex is ready with some high-tech patter.
Yeah, pop them in the fridge, leave them in the freezer overnight. That activates the stuff that's in the paper, and then stick them in front of your any sort of stereo in front of the speaker. Hit some music, yeah. It just goes along with the bass.
If you think that's how they work, then keep watching, and we'll show you the real secret behind the dancing dolls. This shopper is convinced enough by Alex's sales pitch.
Yeah? All right, mate. Look, there you go.
Jess has a different take on the physics of the dolls.
They've got wire cords in the legs, and they react to the vibrations that are being sent out by the stereo, and you just sit them down and you watch them dance. So the greater the bass, the more that they'll dance.
But they're really quite good, because the more bass you put in here, the more that they'll move about. So it's quite funny, and it's like a new design. So
hopefully they look good at the back of my car.
Alex can't even stick to the same story, and any science fiction he tries seems to work.
Dancing dolls, all you do is you take a doll and you put it on top of your radiator overnight, and it just heats up a little bit, activates, it's got little magnet filaments inside the paper. You put it in front of any speaker, starts jumping up and down the music.
If I put it on top of a radiator, the heat will make it dance, I hope, and move.
This is what they never tell you. There's a piece of wire so thin that it just can't be seen, going from the CD player to a bag or a box, and inside that is an electric motor which makes the wire go up and down. The doll is sitting on top of the wire, and this is what makes it dance. It certainly isn't magic, and it doesn't do anything if you put these things in the fridge.
Well, it makes them cold.
Well, it'll make you cold, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, thanks to our invisible string, the dolls dance away, and Alex and Jess notch up their sales.
You can put them in your car, or next to your TV, or on top of your TV, and you can start watching them dance.
It dances to some electromagnet thing. Does it do that? It don't do it.
It slowly dawns on people that what they have just bought is a load of old rubbish, just like our hustler's sales patter.
Right, stick them on top of your microwave, and every time you turn it on, they stand up and they start dancing.
It's not going to work, because it's 2 bits of string and some coins. I don't know why I bought it.
Remember, put them in the freezer overnight and then bring them out.
I'm just looking at it again a bit more closely. It looks like a bit of paper with 2 P's stuck to the bottom.
Do you want two? Do you want a man and a woman?
Yeah.
That's £5?
I think it's probably worth about 4p.
Time to leave. 500 quid up and keen to be far away before anyone returns asking for a refund.
Now that you know how they really dance, don't buy them. They don't work. We've all seen these free scratch cards that arrive in junk mail and magazines. Now, they all seem to be winners. Surely there's a catch, isn't it?
Paul is busy designing some fake scratch cards because we're going to show you how not to get caught out in the scratch card swindle. For this scam to work, we've set up a charity stall in this shopping centre selling fake scratch cards. Enticed by the top prize of a fictional cruise, the mark will happily hand over their credit card details and leave with an empty purse and a huge phone bill.
Pretending that you're doing something.
Have a coffee and a cigarette.
Jess is playing the part of a naive new employee on her first day on the job. Paul is the manager and Alex is outside in the cab of the van. We'll find out why he's here later. All they have to do now is wait for some passing trade.
Hello. Can I interest you in a scratch to win card?
Hi, yeah. Hi. What are you doing?
Well, we are collecting for charities nationwide, but we thought we'd make it a bit more fun, so we're selling scratch cards today. You can win a cruise, you can win mobile phones, cash prizes. All the cards are £1 and everything goes to charity, all proceeds.
Okay. What kind of charity? Yeah, why not? Yeah. What kind of charity?
It's all just different charities, all nationwide.
Jess keeps the chat going while the ladies get their money out. She will only pass over one winning card to make the situation appear more realistic.
There you go. Thank you.
So where's mine?
We got a penny to scratch it off with. Do you want to?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
There you go.
Scratch. Can I just be on there to scratch?
And all proceeds go to charity as well. It's not like normal scratch cards.
All right.
And do you want as well?
But when Jess sells the second card, she's going to deliberately pass over a winning card that should have cost £50.
Have you won anything? What have you got? There you go. £10. We got a penny to scratch it off with. Let's have a look. Oh, unlucky, I'm afraid.
Bet you'll win. If you win, I'll kill you. Winning. Look.
Oh, is that how you win?
I'm winning. Look.
Oh my God, you bitch!
I told you.
Oh my God, you won!
The mark is clearly overjoyed at winning, but she has no idea that it's about to cost her far more than she thinks.
Paul,
I won £1,000.
please come and have a look at this, please.
You won £1,000?
No, it's just got...
What'd you win?
On a boat.
Oh, you've won a cruise.
Woo!
You've won a cruise. That's worth £3,000.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's a cruise for 2 people. It's in the Caribbean.
Oh, in the Caribbean! I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you.
This is a key moment in the scam. It's at this point that the mark has to believe that there's been a terrible mistake, and Paul is going to sort it out for her.
How much did you pay for the ticket?
Sorry. I'm really, really sorry. It's my fault. Someone did it wrong.
This is a £50 ticket.
And that were at £3,000.
Give me a cup of tea.
I'm really sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry. This is my fault.
That's right.
Sorry, it is our first week. You paid £1 for the ticket. That's a £50 ticket, unfortunately.
You have to give me a deal. I'll give
It has won. It has won. It's a £3,000 tour.
Oh my God,
but,
that's great. That's
yeah.
great. That's great. A cruise.
Yeah. It's a bit embarrassing, to be honest, but I can't actually let you have the ticket for £1.
Well, I'll give you some more money.
Well, £49 would have to be the... See, I have to verify it at the end of the day.
Give me some money.
What do you have?
The prize is so good that the mark is even happy to borrow money from her friend to pay an extra £49 to ensure she gets her cruise.
Oh, you've got
We're in the cabin all day. You give it back to me, and you take me on the cruise as well. Yeah.
You do have to take her on the cruise. She was here.
Come on, tell me everything that I'm going to get is all inclusive.
Everything is inclusive. You get your flights out there, you get your meals, everything. You do have to take your own money if you want to buy souvenirs and things, but everything is inclusive. So, this is what you need to do.
Paul now explains to the mark that she has to call a special number to verify her winnings.
It's amazing. And we only just opened up this morning, so...
What she doesn't realise in the excitement is that she's calling a premium rate number that our hustlers have set up, and Alex is in the van waiting for her call. He'll keep her talking for as long as possible. With the aid of a CD player and some office background sound effects, he'll be able to get this lady's name, address, and credit card details.
Hello, charitable organisations nationwide.
Hello, this is for the cruise.
Oh, you have you? Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, let me just take some details up, just to verify you have one. Have you got your ticket with you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, could you read me the serial number of the ticket, please?
Okay, is it at the back?
Yes.
252.
Okay, I'll just hold you there for a second. Okay, that seems to be a winning ticket. Congratulations, you've won the cruise for 2 people.
I have indeed. It's my lucky day.
Let me just explain to you how this works.
Having verified she is indeed a winner, Alex now goes through all the information she needs to know about the prize and gets her full name and address to post her the tickets.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the post. They'll reach you within the next 7 to 10 working days.
Now comes a little surprise for the mark.
Cost down to a minimum.
So there is a £10 handling fee.
£10 extra.
Okay, now as I said, we are a charitable organisation and we try to keep all the funds from the tickets to go straight to the charities.
Alex pleads the charity cause, and the mark has no choice but to spend £10 postage and give him her credit card details.
This one. Can I use my husband's credit card? No, that's my husband's. Can I prefer to use that? Don't you take my money as my account? Let me use that credit card, sorry.
She is so taken with the prize, she gives away her husband's credit card details. The hustlers now have the potential to max out on his card.
Okay, that seems to be fine. That's gone straight through.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will receive your tickets at your home address within the next 7 to 10 working days.
Congratulations again on winning the cruise, and I hope you have a fantastic time.
For me and my lovely friend.
Having been on the premium phone line for 10 minutes, The mark leaves the scene thinking she is on the way to the Caribbean. But in reality, she's £50 down in cash, has spent money on the hustler's premium rate phone line and given away her husband's credit card details. It all started as a charitable scratch card game. She thought she'd won. She paid more money to ensure she got her prize. But there is no prize, only a big con. We told her what had happened, so what advice does she have to avoid being ripped off?
Don't use a credit card to people that you don't know or companies that you don't know, you know. So I'm quite happy that I'm learning something new today, basically. So I was, you know, I'm not upset. So next time I know to do better.
Be suspicious of any prize or award that asks you to pay your own money before collecting the winnings. And if you ever win a competition that you never actually entered, guess what? It's probably a scam.
In Trading Standards, we have been quite successful in dealing with some of these scams where premium rate phone lines have been used, and where we've been able to show that the prizes that are being offered just simply aren't there and they're never given out by the companies. And in that case, the people behind the company tend to get prosecuted.
Alex, Paul and Jess are going to try and find out how easy it is to hack into a secured wireless network. They've bought some readily available software off the internet and installed it on a laptop inside their van. All they have to do now is cruise around a residential area until they pick up a good enough signal to begin the wireless hijack.
How is it? This is a good one. Stop here. Yeah, I got 3. Right. 4.
Radio signals from wireless networks may not be very strong, but depending on where the base station is located in the house, it's sometimes possible to pick up several different networks in one spot out on the street.
It's very much like watching a TV program. You basically tune into the appropriate channel, and so long as you're tuned into it, you can see what's happening. The technology is designed to be read by anything, unless you put additional protection onto it. It's supposed to be as simple as possible to make it fast and lightweight and compatible.
There's 3 in the area, but this one's got a lot going on right now. They're actually making a bet. Putting a bet on that.
On this street, the hustlers have managed to pick up signals from 4 different houses. Most homeowners don't even bother to protect themselves with a password, which is the equivalent of leaving your back door open to a hacker. This house, however, has protected itself by using a simple web security setting. But with the right software, this is still easily crackable. All it takes is a couple of minutes to decode their password settings and the hustlers are in.
We've got access to his entire server, so if we want, we could download information or transmit information on his bandwidth.
Alex, Paul and Jess are now able to see everything this homeowner is doing on their computer. And for the next hour, they watch the victim as he sends emails, browses the web and purchases goods, all from the comfort of their van.
Not only that, he's booked a hotel. Look, we actually know that he's going away on holiday, and I managed to grab outbound flight, his accommodation, and the inbound flight.
So we know when we're going to be having an empty house as well.
So we know when we have an empty house. So it's everything that we need. Let's hit it. Print some stuff off. Great, we're done.
Posing as officials from Ofcom and armed with a hidden camera and printouts of the websites the mark has visited, Paul and Jess are about to confront the owner of this so-called safe wireless network.
Hi there, are you Mr. Smith?
What was that, yeah?
Andrew Smith?
Yeah.
My name's Rob Marks, I'm from Ofcom.
Who?
Ofcom, we're the Office of Communication. Right. This is Katie Summers. We have some concerns about your internet usage. Do you have a wireless router here?
I do.
Is this something you've been looking at in the last half hour? Maybe bought Grumpy Old Men? How about, you actually got it from Amazon, I think.
Yeah.
And did you also buy Mozart's piano concertos?
Indeed.
Oh, eBay. Is this your eBay account?
It is, but I've not used that at all recently.
Yeah, but we still have access to that. And we also noticed that you booked a holiday. Are these the dates that you'll be away, Mr. Mon?
You're standing on my doorstep of my house telling me that you know that I've booked a holiday.
And I know when you're going to be away. I know exactly when your house is going to be empty.
Exactly.
What you should really be wondering is how dangerous this could be. Because somebody could park themselves outside of your house, they could get access to your internet server, and from your IP addresses, they could launch an attack on the internet, send a virus out, which if it were to damage the financial institutions of this country, the police would track it back to you.
How have you got this information then?
What we've done is be able to get access to your network and see everything.
Paul explains how he got access to what Mr. Smith thought was a secure wireless network. He used software readily available on the internet, and he bought a wireless network adapter for a laptop. Within minutes, he was able to see what Mr. Smith was up to and gain valuable information. So, how does Mr. Smith feel now?
With the money I've spent on some of the software, gutted to be honest, is that I'll have to say. You know, partially stitched up and completely and utterly gutted. It's simple as that. When I was told about going on, that I'm going on holiday, I was just in disbelief. You know, the thought then that my house could be open to anyone coming in here for 7 days, knowing that I'm not going to be here from whatever date to the day I come back, but for 7 days, somebody can walk in here, untroubled, round the back of the house, and, well, what can I say? That really would have been something to come back to, wouldn't it? And I think everybody now, from what you've done to me, I'm trying to be nice here, but should be very, very concerned.
Always be careful about what you send across your wireless network, and if possible, have one computer that's hardwired to the net. And when you name your network, make sure it doesn't identify exactly who you are. And finally, always use the highest level of security available to you, which in most cases will be WPA.
Wi-Fi is probably the hustler's dream. I'd say the two most solid pieces of advice are, if you're going to have a wireless network, make sure that there's security on it. Enable WPA, which is a good system of security that you can have on wireless, and enable MAC address filtering. What MAC address filtering does is says only specific machines are allowed to come in, nothing else can come through.
Not every hustle takes place down a dark alleyway. Many of today's cons happen out in broad daylight, from the comfort of what appears to be a reputable shop. Alex, Jess and Paul have rented this shop to show you some of the most common cases of daylight robbery taking place on the high street today. This is the vintage clothing scam. This is the real hustler's latest venture, a vintage clothing store. Jess is putting the finishing touches to the shop and making it look normal, while Alex checks the hidden cameras and microphones.
Spot on. Perfect.
This is a two-way mirror concealing another of our cameras. It all looks real enough. So, what is the team up to? The first customers arrive and are soon browsing for a bargain.
Anything take your fancy?
I like that jumper. That one, how much is that one for?
That one is 60.
She's sorely tempted. It looks like a Chanel original, and for £60, that's a bargain.
Okay.
She decides to buy.
You'd be gutted if you came back in, it was gone, wouldn't you? You'd be like,
And out comes the money. She's a happy shopper. So, what's the con? Well, there isn't a single vintage item for sale in the shop, and our hustlers didn't pay a penny for any of the goods. In fact, they've just picked it all up off the street. To see how they did this, we have to go back to the previous Friday. This is part one of the scam, the drop-off. Our hustlers are delivering fake charity collection bags to householders, who they hope will fill them up in good faith, believing that their generosity will help raise funds for charity. With the bags delivered, the team can go home and enjoy their weekend in anticipation of stage 2. It's Monday and time for the collection. The bags are now full with donated clothing and other items. The team merely have to harvest their catch. Back at the den, it's the sort. Items are selected for saleability and priced accordingly. Remember, these have cost the team absolutely nothing, and every penny made is going into their pockets.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is value.
Good
That is
label
value.
on that.
Sequins means money.
To make sure the garments look vintage, any telltale labels that betray a cheap provenance are removed.
We'll write these up.
Unlabeled, these garments will attract a high price. The next day, the shop is fully stocked and Alex puts the finishing touches to vintage RIP.
We should really wash some of this stuff.
Yeah, it does.
It's not long before they get some customers.
Well, vintage is old clothes that have been kept very well, and we've had them all reconditioned. So you get the old style, the old cut. Beautiful.
Alex is playing the convincer. It's his job to make sure everyone else in the shop feels comfortable about buying the goods.
That's right there.
I'll take that, actually.
You want to do it? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's £50. Okay.
I like your jacket.
Only 55, it's 10% off today. Cheers, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye. I'm Jess.
So with clothes that cost them nothing passed off as expensive antique fashion, they get their first sale.
Bye.
And Alex returns his shirt so he can buy it again.
Quickly before someone walks in, give me my 45 quid back. So we'll reset. All right, £15.
Sales rack up throughout the day.
All right, absolutely. That's £15. It's £10, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The real victims of this scam are the generous donors who put their clothes in the collection sacks 4 days ago thinking they were donating to a good cause.
39 too much.
Charity collection scams are estimated to cost charities over £1 million each year in lost revenue. The trading day ends and Paul counts the takings. It's just over £1,000.
I'm quite shocked that they actually picked this up off the street. I don't know, I thought I got a bargain, but like obviously not.
It is a very cheeky idea because someone has given out the charity shop. The whole point of it is to help someone else and then try and make money of it for the £15. It's not on, is it?
If a consumer is suspicious that the charity sack they've got through isn't real, they should check the logo on the sack, check that it is from a genuine charity, check the registered charity number. But also if they're still suspicious, call up the contact details on the sack, check that it is from a local charity shop. And finally, if they think that it's really not genuine, then they should perhaps think about taking it direct to their local charity shop.
After we gave back the money to the shoppers, we took all of the clothes and items we had collected and gave them to a well-known charity.
Hustlers are experts in human nature. In this scam, they put the mark in a situation that they'll do anything to get out of. And who can resist the temptation to save on a hefty fine?
When a person becomes angry or nervous, they are far more likely to make a rash decision. And it's at this vulnerable point that a hustler can manipulate a mark into doing something they shouldn't. And there's nothing more likely to get Brits upset and hot under the collar than car clamping. Today, Alex will play the role of a car clamper, aided by a company van, fluorescent jacket and an ID badge. Jess is going to be the convincer, and the whole scam relies on her putting in a convincing performance as a clamped motorist. Not only must she play the victim, but she must also side with the mark, lure them into a false sense of security and persuade them to part with their cash. Paul has parked his car and texts Alex and Jess the directions. For this con to work, there needs to be a ticket machine and a space near Paul's car for a mark to pull into. They find the road and park up behind Paul's car. Now they just have to wait. It's not long before someone spots the space and pulls up. This lady has unwittingly become the mark. She checks the ticket machine. It's after 5 p.m, so she should be okay. The mark is gone, it's time to get to work. Alex will clamp the mark's car and Paul's car. Jess will pretend that Paul's car belongs to her. She quickly puts up a notice informing drivers that parking here is suspended and anyone who fails to comply will be clamped and fined. The cars are clamped and Jess gets into position. A few finishing touches and everything's in place. Now they just have to wait for the mark to return. The mark returns and Jess swings into action.
Excuse me, have you done that?
Excuse me?
Have you put the clamp on my car?
Yeah, you're not allowed to park here.
Don't be
It's a
ridiculous,
parking space.
it's a tiny sign.
I'm sorry, there's a very clear sign.
What am I supposed to do now?
Well, there's a fine you have to pay, and once it gets, you pay it, I can come round and get them off.
How much is the fine?
Fine's 120. Is this your car? Yeah, you need to call.
What do I do now? Sorry, what do I do now then? Because I need to get to work. I was there for 1 minute.
I know, but did you read the sign?
Sorry.
Well, there's a big sign right here, right by the ticket machine. You should really know where to park legally.
Excuse me, sorry. How do I get that off? Because I've got to get to work now.
You call the number, you pay the fine, they get me, they tell me when you've paid, I come round, I take it off.
Well, can't you just take it off now? Because I'll pay now, then. Can you not just take it off now?
Well, you need to pay the fine, you get in a queue, I'll come back about an hour and 20 minutes.
What do you mean I get in a queue?
Hey?
What do you mean I get in a queue?
You get in a queue after you've paid.
The hustle takes on an unsuspected turn and the mark walks off just as Jess was about to throw her the bait.
You know what? She might come back.
I know she will.
The hustlers have now found themselves in a dangerous situation. They don't know where the mark has gone. She may have gone to call the council or the police. The whole scam is in jeopardy.
She'll come back. She's coming back, she's coming back.
The mark returns and the con is back on track. She went to get a friend for moral support. This isn't good for our hustlers. A person with a clear head could potentially put a stop to the scam. Time for Alex and Jess to get back into character.
The sign is
But
very
I can't
clear.
believe that you're standing here right now and yet I have to wait for you to go all the way around.
Now that the mark is back, Jess isn't going to waste any time getting straight to the point.
I just put on the
Why
clamps.
can't I just give you the money now? Then you can just.
Because I'm not allowed to take cash off you.
She'll offer Alex £50 to remove the clamp, but will this influence the mark?
I don't have £120. What if I just give you 50? Can you not just take it off now?
Do you know how many people try and give me... For 50 quid, me losing my job, it's not worth it.
So what if we both give you 50 quid? Then will you take it off? That's 100. Then will you take my clamp off for that?
Yeah, but you can't tell anybody I took it off because I could lose my job, all right? I want to help you out.
Would you do that? Would
but
you do it for 50 quid just to take them off now? It's better than 120. And can you do it now, though, please,
I'll do
straight
it now.
away? Thank
But
you. Thank you.
can't,
Thank you.
You can't tell anybody I've done this. I haven't printed off the tickets, but, you know, you could get into serious trouble as well, so you've got to keep it
Just
still.
do it now, please. Just
All right.
hurry up.
The mark's taken the bait, and with that, Alex goes ahead and takes off the clamp.
I don't know how to sleep at night.
Given the opportunity to pay £50 rather than 120 and have the clamp taken off immediately was too good an offer to refuse.
All right.
Are you sure there's no ticket then? You haven't
There's
put
no
anything
ticket.
through?
There's no ticket.
Thank
fine.
you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
But you better move your cars now
I know.
because somebody else might clamp you.
With the clamp off, the mark is overcome with relief and more than happy to pay Alex his £50. She doesn't waste any time hanging around and makes a quick getaway with her friend. With it being this easy to make £50, Alex gets straight back to work. By clamping another unsuspecting motorist, he can start his scam all over again.
Come and park here, I dare you.
The scam works because the victim in the end thinks they're getting one over the authority figure. They've been offered the opportunity to pay a lesser fee, therefore for them it's a victory.
I parked my car there for literally like 2 minutes. I didn't notice the sign on the back of the pay and display thing saying you're parked here illegally. I came back and I had a clamp on there.
How does the mark feel when she finds out she's been conned and Jess played an integral part?
She was in on it. I said to that lady that sign was not there, and she went, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "Oh." Went down there, I told my friend, I was like crying. I was like, "I just got clamped. I can't believe it." I was just, and then the 120 quid. I thought, does it really cost that much to get your clamps taken off? And then he said, "Oh, I'll do it now for 50." So I was like, All right, I'll just give you the 50 and get it taken off now. Oh.
When you park your car, just have a look around, look at the signs and make sure that you haven't parked illegally. Now in this situation, you must play everything by the book. Don't try to bribe anybody, because if something does go wrong and there is a problem, then you've got nobody to turn to because you yourself have committed a crime.
For anyone who's selling items to the public, shortchanging people can really raise their income. It may only be a couple of quid for the customer, but if the scam artist does it to everyone, it can add up to hundreds. There are several ways to shortchange people, and Alex and Jess have come to Piccadilly Circus to sell ice creams and put them into action. Watch carefully so you don't find yourself a victim of short change.
Just one cornetto.
Yeah, I've got two. Hi, you want an ice cream? Two? Yeah. Then we've got vanilla, chocolate. You want chocolate?
Oh, can I get the Solero?
Okay, yeah.
And the chocolate one.
Okay. That's £2, please.
Thank you.
10, thank you. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Sorry.
Right, cheers.
Sorry about the change.
Alex clearly counts out the change in front of the mark, but somehow he's managed to hold on to £3 of it.
I think she overpaid for her ice cream.
Let's see what the mark makes of this.
Bought 2 ice creams for £2. The guy gave me £6, £5 change. So, no, I've been shortchanged. The ice cream man shortchanged me.
It's not long before another customer comes along.
Well, they're £1 each. Oh, 10, thank you.
This time Alex uses a different technique.
Sorry about the change. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry about the change. There you go.
The mark doesn't suspect a thing and doesn't think to check her change.
I've just bought 2 ice creams from an ice cream stall and paid £10 cash and got £8 change. This is the change I've just got from the ice cream stall. £7. Oh, there's £7.
Alex used 2 different methods to shortchange these ladies. For the first woman, he counts out all £7 in his hand, but as he turns his hand over, he holds on to £3 of it. With the second woman, he used the distraction technique. He counts the money directly into her hand. He doesn't actually drop the second to last coin, he just taps it against the others and diverts the mark's attention with the final coin, pocketing £1.
Where have you been?
Did you sell any?
You're killing it. I made about 20 quid.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well done. I'll see you in a bit.
Do well.
You didn't nick any ice creams, did you?
No, I didn't.
Now it's Jess's turn, and she'll be using a different technique. See if you can spot what she's up to.
Yes, of course you can. Which one do you want? Oh, we got loads.
I'd like Galaxy and a level.
Yeah, that's £2, please. Oh, don't worry about it. I got loads of change. £1 each, so that's £2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the lollies make 10. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Bye. Thank you.
Another mark walks off without a clue as to what has just happened.
I just went and bought some 2 ice cream for my friend and I. I paid, I think, £2, £1 each. I've got how much change? I think I've got about £6 change. £6 change? £6. Am I supposed to have £6? £8, right?
Did you spot how Jess shortchanged this man? Jess's technique is to purely confuse the mark. When she starts counting out his change, she adds in the price of the ice creams at the beginning, so counts up from £2. Instead of going all the way to 10, she stops at 8 and then counts in the ice creams again, giving the mark only £6 change.
Have a lovely day. Bye. Thank you.
Here it is again.
£1 each, so that's £2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the lollies make 10. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Bye. Thank you.
Well, obviously, if he shortchanged everybody by £1 a day and he sold 200 ice creams, he'd make £200 extra profit on the money he's making with the ice creams.
Well, actually, I feel a bit gullible, but the girl was quite pretty, so I'm better than being scammed by an ugly bro.
Very dirty trick, yeah.
I would say definitely count all your change afterwards and not just walk away after you've bought ice creams or anything else for that matter.
Right,
ready?
Yeah, let's go.
So, after a successful day of shortchanging, it's time for our hustlers to make their getaway.
I'm not that heavy.
Pursued by an ice cream van.
Oh, just...